Hello and welcome to our WIFR FastCast. Our top story this afternoon, the 27-year-old man who was stabbed on Auburn Street early Monday morning has died. Rockford police posted the update on X around 9:25 Monday. An original post was made by Rockford police around 1 in the morning Monday, saying an adult man was stabbed in the 2200 block of Auburn Street. The man was taken to a nearby hospital, but he died from his injuries. Rockford police also say more details will be given soon in a news release, and we will be keeping you updated with that information as soon as we receive it in our newsroom. 28-year-old Ariana Hawkins could spend decades in prison after being found guilty in the death of Floyd Rush. In November 2023, Rockford police found Rush shot in the 1300 block of Evelyn Street. A woman who was with Rush said Hawkins shot him during an argument about a parking spot. Surveillance footage also captured Hawkins throwing a drink at Rush and driving away from the scene. She also refused to stop her car and led police on a chase. Defense attorneys for 35-year-old Kevin Schmidt, the man accused of killing his parents Holly and Gary Schmidt in late September, request his health records ahead of his December arraignment. According to the Daily Chronicle, Schmidt's lawyers say he had a history of mental illness and spent time in behavioral health facilities. The subpoena requires 4 healthcare services to turn records, evaluations, and diagnoses from January 2010 to November 2025. Schmidt claims he killed his parents, fearing they would hold him hostage. Dixon police arrest 26-year-old Andrew Kiefer, saying they believe he made threatening video calls while showing a gun. Investigators claim the crime happened Friday night. Police found Kiefer in the 200 block of Lincoln Way. Kiefer is accused of not having a valid FOID card and was a convicted felon. Dixon police say they found a stolen gun and ammunition at the home. Beloit police need our help finding these 2 people in connection to a recent theft. The man is white, has a buzz cut and slight facial hair, a black tank top, tennis shoes, and gray shorts. And the woman is white, wearing a black hoodie, leggings, white sandals, and has long blonde hair. If you know who these 2 people are, contact Beloit police. Demolition officially begins at the vacant Fairgrounds housing complex in Rockford. The building was originally supposed to be demolished in 2021. Then 4 fires broke out in that area in September and October of this year. NICOR has disconnected all gas lines for the decades-old complex. Spreading awareness about the causes and effects of homelessness and encouraging community members to lend a helping hand, the City of Rockford's Health and Human Services Department is observing Hunger and Homelessness Awareness Week. Throughout this week, food drives and meal packing events will be held, as well as extra volunteer shifts at area shelters. Community panels are also planned discussing the systemic barriers to stable housing. The pause in SNAP benefits spurs a local church to pass out groceries with a side of hope. City First Church wants to help out community members ahead of the Thanksgiving season. A free food distribution will be held Tuesday from 10 to noon at City First Church. That's on Spring Creek Road. Around 750 Rockford area families will receive help with a drive-through distribution handing out nutritious holiday meals. Since the church began giving those food giveaways in 2020, they've distributed more than 3.5 million pounds of food. And it seems like those cooler temperatures here that we gained on our Sunday are finally here to stay. Let's see how things are going to look with the remainder of our Monday with a quick look at our hour-by-hour timecast. So, taking a look out there right now, you can see currently we're sitting at about 43 degrees right there. Certainly isn't as wonderfully warm as it was here on our Friday and Saturday with those temperatures almost in the mid to lower 60-degree range there. But yep, it does look like we're going to be sitting here in that 40 to mid 40s really to upper 30-degree range here. Looking like as we move into the afternoon a bit further here, we are going to warm up, and it looks like the high temperature for today is going to be about 46 degrees, and that's going to come during the 3 and 4 o'clock hours there. Then as we continue on throughout the rest of the evening, we are going to be moving down just about a degree here or there once an hour until we do end up reaching the 10 o'clock hour, and that's when those rain chances are going to start to ramp up a little bit. And then also take a look as we enter into the 11 o'clock hour, that's definitely when things are going to be getting rainy there. And that's also when we're going to start dipping into the upper 30 degrees. You can see we're sitting at 39 degrees there for our high during that 11 o'clock hour. And then as we continue on throughout the rest of those overnight hours, things are only going to be getting rainier and things are only going to be getting colder. Now, those stories that I mentioned here just a couple of minutes ago will be coming up in our shows. Those will be at 4, 5, 6, and 10. And of course, to get the latest news, both in the state line and across the country, you can head to our website. But something even easier, you can head to your smartphone's app store and type WIFR into the search bar. That's the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. And you're going to go in there, you're going to download 2 apps. There's going to be the WIFR News app as well as the WIFR First Alert Weather app. And you're going to want to go into your settings after you download those and make sure you allow notifications so that way we can get those alerts out to you no matter where you are, no matter what it is, whether it's severe weather, no matter it's an emergency, no matter what it is, we want to make sure we can get that information out to you. Thank you so much again for watching, and we'll see you coming up here in just a couple of hours for another FastCast at about 3:30, and then WIFR News first at 4 with Sydney Stoffragan.